Microphone. Yes. And I need to turn down my sound a little bit because it should still be the same for you guys. You were fast, Chappie. You were fast. I had to run around just, of course, getting my tea. Hello. I did change the channel of the music I normally listen to. Hi, Henrik. Just a little bit more chill. It's funk. The funk channel. I'm just realizing I'm off center. Can I change myself a little bit more? Here we go. That's better. And yeah, more helmet shenanigans, because this helmet that I started on had quite a complicated pattern, and I was like, can I find something better? So I went to my true and trusted Camus cosplay, and I got another pattern to try out. So we'll put that together and see if we can make something better out. So yeah, I have tea, no coffee. Too late for coffee. It's a bit slow at the moment. I don't know. For me, funk is always a little more upbeat, but the emo channel wasn't open, so you know, could play some pop punk, which is sometimes a little bit better than some of the punk. The punk channel has a large amount of random hand. Now I do like random hand. I saw them live. But after a while it becomes a little bit repetitive. So I thought, let's change the channel. So yes. Right. What are we going to do today? So, like I said, in the channel, more helmet work. Because that is going to be a challenge. Yeah, exactly. Or they just somehow just seem to randomly play that one the most. I don't know. So yeah, we're not more helmet shenanigans, because what I've been doing off stream is figuring out angles, height, and trying to figure out the size that they need to be. Because the one that we made was abysmally small. So also I did some measurements. I opened it up in my software and can do some measurements, and so I measured the head height, and then the height of the points, and to give a bit of an idea of percentages. I looked at the angle that her points are at, so because they're quite straight up, and they're actually at 50 degrees. So you know, the more you know. So yeah, so we've been playing, and I've got a bigger. Oh, take the whole hat with me. A bigger hole on her head. And you can see this thing. This is the height that I think it should be, but we'll show you in the other stream, because I need a better angle for that. But yeah, we have a new helmet pattern that I want to work on. That I want to try and see if I don't like the amount of things that I have on here, especially since I want to take the faceplate around. And this one looked quite good. I just need to make the chin pointy, because she's got quite a pointy oval here, so we can work around with that. Also, what I have is I have a couple of, if we're getting to a point that we're like, hey, we have time left, let's go look at something else. So I have some things in here to try and do some of the filigree that's kind of on her skirt and such like as well. So it's called souttage braiding. Because why the fuck not is everything in French. So it's quite small, and I know the in between your fingers in a glove, in a glove, leather glove. You know, the things that are in the middle. Fourniché. So a lot of sewing terms coming from the French. So soutage braiding. So I bought some, but it's 3mm, and I was like, "Ooh, that's really small." And it is really small. So I need to think about how am I going to do this without spending literally hours trying to make all these patterns. And also the frogging on the cape is usually a sort of a braiding. And I can actually go to a military shop and buy that sort of braiding, but it's all gold, and I don't want to do gold. I will show you later on why gold I don't think is right. So, quite a few things to look at. But, so, I have a big plastic box that has all the fabric in there. Another thing about fabric, so one of the fabrics that I bought 2.5 meters of. Now, first of all, I don't think they sent me the one that I ordered. Hey! Thank you so much for the resubscribe. Thank you so much. 7 months streak. That's why you got the little red subscription badge. Thank you so much. Because I'm not getting rich by the ads on Twitch. Not getting rich from anything, but it does help. Like I said, I got too bad the freaking dollars are such low value are plunging because Twitch pays you out in dollars. And I'm always being transparent. Like, your subscription gives me around $2.50. And I can't get paid out until $50. So it's I get every 4 or 5 months I get $50. Now normally that was about 240, 250 zloty, but this time I only got 200 zloty. But still, 200 zloty on a 500 zloty fabric order that I just made means it just paid half, or just under half of for my fabric. So this is what you're supporting. You're supporting me buying stuff. Not for me, for my cosplays. So again, it's always appreciated. And I always have to do this. Exactly. And if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, then you can get a free Twitch sub. So you can get pesos to pay me, in fact. So yeah. So, enough chatting. Sadly enough, I can't subscribe to myself, because I automatically am subscribed as the streamer. Anyways, what I wanted to show you on... Here we go. Oh. Can I... No, that's not me. This is me. Can I move you that way? Here you go. So, just to show you what I've been doing. Because this is why I love Milanote. Where is it? Where is it? There you go. Can I? Here you go. So, to give you an idea, so the red arrow, or maybe a little bit less on top, not all the way to the top, but the little arrow, the red outline is kind of what I want to use as removing of the faceplate. So that needs to have like a couple of magnets, and I'm going to be able to push it on me so that I can take it off and on just in case, you know. I'm betting that communication is not going to be great through the mask. But just in case I need a sip of water, anything like that, I can take the faceplate off. So you can also see that I made a measurement of from the middle to the horn, what the angle is, and it's 50 degrees. Now something I just noticed is that this point there, can I draw on this? This point, different color, make it pink. This point is lower than this point. So I'm not going to replicate that because I just want to make two the same, because that'd be so much easier. But yeah, that's something to consider. He must have just made it different. And also, like, if you look at this, it's like here is the point of connection, so which is, you know, halfway down the face. So we know that if we look on the mask, on the helmet that we are making, halfway down the face is where, and I think it's around the ear, is where the start is of the bottom part. And there is very little very little space here, so they're really close together. So those are the things we have to think about when you start drawing on the pattern. So, and that means, of course, that this side is a lot longer. So I have to make like a weird, to put it on the helmet, it requires a bit of oval. I can't have it like a straight bottom. So we'll have to think about a couple of things for that. Let's save that. Might as well. So yeah, that's I didn't realise that as well. So that's an interesting thing to look at. So when we go on to the helmet that I already have, move, yoink. So you can see kinda what I've been working on as the size of that horn. Where it starts, I'm playing around with the base, having to cut like an angle here, like a curve. I had to take some in on the inside because, you know, it goes in a cone, so it doesn't go straight out. It needs to go a bit more angled on the inside than it's on the outside. Because you kind of see that when you make a cone. You have one side being longer than the other. Yeah, this is why it's... So if you look at... Can I get this all the way in screen? So we did a calculation on how long the horns are going to be. So we did the calculation of this size, that was 13 centimeters on the image, and then how long our horns were, and that was 24? Well, 13 plus 13 is 26, so it's almost twice the size of the helmet face. So I did measure my mask, and then did, you know, 175% or something like that. So you can see where my hand is here. That's kind of how long the horns are going to be. And that's about the angle that they need to be as well, because I put that on 50 degrees. Yeah, I kind of, because I think when you look at the image and then look in real life, I think I want it to be to scale. I mean, I don't really care about, you know, reality. But then if you go and add the other strip, so... But yeah, that's kind of the idea where you're looking at. And to give you an example, this is my forearm. And I'm not small. So it's about I think it's 56.5 centimeters we measured out. So that's kind of the idea of how big that is. So, I don't know if you saw my stream from last week, but I'll take the helmet off for a second. So, I'm using Mr. Plastic Face here, and because I measured around my head, and I've got a small head, my head is only 54 centimeters circumference. When the average head is usually about 56. And I added a little bit on top. This is not officially, I measured from ear to ear, and then back this way, and then all the way around as well. So I've made made it so that's a bit thicker, so it's a bit more like my face. Now, what I was thinking, to be able to hold this on my head properly, I will be probably making, well, not really a baklava, more like what I used to wear underneath my helmet in the winter, in my motorcycle helmet, which is like, it has a face that's open, but it's like a cover without the face covered. And then to build a structure inside, and then have magnets. Yeah. Then have magnets, at least on a couple of points, have magnets that connect the helmet. So when I put the helmet on, it connects to the helmet. But to keep myself from overheating, because even if I'm not, I recommend 10mm foam, but 10mm foam is quite thick. That's the thickness of, yeah, kinda. Yeah, but then from like a cotton stretch fabric. Now, to keep myself warm, to keep myself cool and not too warm, because it is fully enclosed, I'm thinking of holding it above my head. So to have a space between the helmet and my head. Because not only is it otherwise like something that sits on your head, and I think that might make it quite warm, especially since everything is freaking black, and to have it like slightly above my head, so that there's air that can circulate. So that's not, it's going to maybe be reasonably heavy, and maybe even have a metal structure within that, so that when it leans on it, it doesn't, because the helmet's going to be like all the way around, and then just have the faceplate that comes off. So that's why this little bit is on top, so that I can measure that how long the mask needs to be. So that's kind of the idea behind it. Because it's going to be hard wearing this costume. I will probably, if I ever get anywhere, I might have to find someone to be a handler for me. Someone that can be my eyes. Because I have a feeling I'm going to have very limited view of steps and stuff like that. So this is the helmet by Camus Cosplay, which is actually a lot simpler. So I hadn't put this in the right order yet. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's like that. To have something like either a couple of pieces of foam, that it's, the helmet is not leaning on my head, that there's air coming between it. And I think that's a smart idea. From someone that actually I never cosplayed in a full helmet, so right, let's put this helmet together. And see if this is like 2 pieces on each side, which is so much better than all the small bits that has. Easier to do it this way. Everybody that watches my YouTube show going, why is she moving around? Nobody hears the music on the fonts because, I don't record it. saves me so much hassle. Right. Okay, now the bottom part. Move Mr. Plastic Head, or Mrs. Plastic Head. They're considered neutral. Okay. This is always the part where you're like, can you imagine? This is not too bad for a pattern, but I've done patterns that are 40 pages. So, come on, there you go. You already start noticing that this is 2 pieces instead of the other one is 1 piece for one side, but there's like loads of thread. And this one has a lot less seams, and less seams means less fixing seams. So thank you, Camus Cosplay. Ow! That's my elbow. There we go. Perfect. So Jeppy, have you started your cosplay yet? I know you're pretty busy now, but right. That looks good. Oh, nice. Nice. That's cool. There's usually a lot of Star Trek players, at least as far as I have usually seen on all the videos. I really need to get one of those pattern nudge makers. They just snip out all these little areas that you have to make mark lines on. Ah, are they going as well? That is cool. I mean, it was my mom that taught me how to sew. Right, so that's one. So let's tape down the back. So is it MCM London you go into, or is it a smaller one nearby? Cool. So now, once all the MCM London videos, cosplay videos is coming out, I'll be going to try and spot you. Yeah, come on. Well, you'll see them taking videos. They usually do it outside. Just go stand in the background. Now, I think one of the things I will have to do with this mask is to make the front is right straight, and I need to make it quite more rounded. So I might take this part, which is the front, to make them smaller. Just pretend you don't see the videographer and just, you know. I mean, this is the biggest challenge for me. If I ever want to make it to MCM, although I have heard it was quite crowded last year. If I want to make it to like Birmingham or anything like that, I had the challenge of either taking extra time to drive myself over, so taking the 2-day drive, the overnight ferry, and then however many hours it takes to get further, or having to figure out how much it's going to cost me to put a suitcase in. An unusual sized suitcase, because knowing from having worked for an airline, you can take unusual sized suitcases as long as the overall measurements are not more than 158 centimeters. So I don't have to have like a standard suitcase. I can get other ones. So this is, if you compare this pattern to this, it's less lines, less gluing, and maybe it looks better. I don't know. I have to take out all the freaking small. I will send you links to I'll send you links to all the videos that I find, and you can say, yes, that's me. A lot of them do. A lot of people book slots with the videographers. So people that have like proper cosplays, or like me, have a Twitch channel or an Instagram that does absolutely nothing. They can book slots with these photographers, videographers. Here in Poland, I need to, for my Sisters of Battle cosplay, once I'm done, I need to find a Gothic church and take some pictures there. Even this artillery witch could be done at any Gothic type building, I guess. Gah, these nudges are a pain. I'm sure there's enough churches in this place, in this country. Oh, that's cool. There's always, I mean, I find most cosplay places, cosplay, you know, meetups and stuff like that, people are just so great in, I mean, it's a drama, absolutely. It's always drama. Where there's humans, there's drama. But in general, I find people very friendly. And I remember when I was, well, so I think it's my my Twitch thingy is me in my Star Wars OG character, and yeah, it's always good to go on the day off. Yeah. I went to Gamescom in, oh, I can't remember now, 2019? Yeah, must be 2019 because it was before COVID. A friend of mine gave me a press pass, so I could get in the day before the crowd came in. That was brilliant. Yeah, that was brilliant. I made her a Galadriel dress. And if I look back on that dress, I think I can do so much better now than I did then. So yeah, I need to remake some of that because I lost some weight since, and the trousers don't fit me anymore. They fall off, and I didn't make belt loops, so. I got, so in the Polish, both PeerCon, so there was a Warsaw Comic Con, and since COVID, they haven't really operated. They have said that they're going to do, sold tickets, and then cancelled. So whether the Warsaw Comic Con ever happens again, I don't know. But there's one in Poznan, which is called PeerCon, which is the last weekend of June, I think. They have cosplay competitions, but they also have the Extreme Cosplay Gathering competition, which is a country competition. So every country that participates send a team in. I probably won't be able to do that one because I'm not Polish. So I think it will be a bit weird. But there's a generic one as well. This year they actually have a special one for Witcher characters. Sponsored by CD Projekt Red, because of course Witcher 4 is coming out. So it's a special cosplay competition. So I was very tempted to grab my Cerise and Crate cosplay and finish that, because I started that when I was still with my ex who works for CDPR, and then when we split up I was like, no. I didn't want to do it anymore. Because I did a lot of work. Her wig is on here. Oh, she's massive. So Cerise and Crate, come here. Oh, is this massive wig. So I'll write down the name if you want to look her up. She's a side character. If I can type. So she was a side character in Witcher 3. And she's a redhead, and I always liked redheads, so I worked. This is a wig, as you can see, lace front wig. So you can see this lace front here. So that means you get a very natural line. But what I did was, you can maybe see actually in the image already, that there's different colors. So there's a bit of an orange color in between her hair. So. For a very long time, I dyed my hair red. For a very long time, I was a redhead. Not ginger. Sorry. It wasn't ginger. It was like, kind of like this red. Like this kind of red. But what I did was, I bought wefts in a slightly different color. And I literally hand sewn wefts. You can see that a different color. That was hand sewn in by myself. But I dyed my hair with henna, and I didn't get a ginger color out of it. But so this is a very, very long wig. And I need to brush her because she's a bit entangled because she's so long. But Cerise and Crate has like this big, thick braid, and that's kind of why I added more hair. But I realized when I started braiding her hair, oh god, this is a mess. Girl! I need to get you sorted. She's been living on my shelf with a hat on so that she doesn't get... Yeah, I kind of added highlights. So I realized though when I did this that I should have taken some of the red out, because you can see at the bottom it's really getting multi-layered color. So it's getting a little bit better. Because otherwise it's so one-dimensional. But I realized when I started braiding her hair... come here. Actually, it's not too bad. It's getting really, really, really thick. But she has like this really thick braid. Actually not too bad. But there's points where you can see where I have the hair that's I needed to make smaller pieces in. Yeah, no, we're not. Fucking spammers. But yeah, so I'm very tempted. But the problem is, it's literally a week before I go to London. And PureCon, I have to go find a hotel, because Poznan is 3 hours driving. So I can drive up in the morning, but there's no chance that after a whole day of walking around that I was going to make the 3-hour drive back. But yeah. So this is the thing with the wigs. I mean, the Ship Mrs. Brown wig is going to be just another thing. Right, now the only thing is, I don't think this is... Yeah, I need to get some more cardboard. That is what I was making strips from to have a look at how high. Yeah, it's tiring. It's tiring. Right, give me 2 seconds to grab some more cardboard. I had more. Oh, here we go. That should be, maybe. I'll check. I have the big roll here. I know you can hear me. It's just that you don't have to see me trying to crawl back. Right. Let's see which one fits on mine. Pretty sure this one fits up here. Yes. Where is my Sharpie? Alright, oh fuck. No, don't move! Do not move! There we go. Damn it! Stay there. Ugh. Move my hand. Wish I had a steadier hand for this. Alright, that's one. And I need to turn it around. To the other side. Do you fit? Yes, you do. Brilliant. You make use of the cup of tea. Here we go. So the last couple of days, I've been watching a lot of footage from Crown Championships, which is the ultimate cosplay competition. You actually win a crown. Last year, a Brit won, and this year, an Australian won, Hench. And her costume was absolutely amazing, to be very honest. So I've also been watching some of the interviews with the judges. The judges have their own YouTube channels as well, and they're talking about what they're looking for in a cosplay and stuff like that. And because I kind of want to make this cosplay my best in detail, and to potentially, you know, think about doing a cosplay competition with it. So I've been really paying attention about what they're talking about, what they're looking at in regards to finishing. So yeah, that's been quite eye-opening, and it also gave me an idea. Like, I don't think my Sisters of Battle will fit unless I redo a couple of things. But at the moment, I just want to get my Sisters of Battle finished because that's been ongoing. Oh, itchy nose. I think there's a hair from that wig somewhere. Yeah, I think I said it last week. It's like, the nice thing is I don't have to worry about a wig for this one. I just have to make sure I hide my purple hair so it's not visible through the helmet. Which I will do with the, you know, head covering. Ah. Right. Okay, and now the two long pieces will get out of the big piece, the big roll that I have. Yeah, the plan is to probably make it out of 5mm EVA foam so that it's not as massive. And that, you know, it's a bit lighter. And it's easy to make holes in it to make it kind of like there's filigrees in the mask. Because I did a really, really close up on that picture. And where the mouth is, there's like 4 dots. So it's nice to know that they thought about bringing. Two pieces. Get the big roll. Good. Here we go. Here's the tea. Here we go. Ah. Right. Move my hand. God damn it, the roll's swallowed. Ugh. Go back in your spot. Here we go. Doesn't matter if it's messy on the outside, because we're cutting on the inside anyway, so... Okay. Go on that way. Right, and now the other way. Yeah, that's mirrored, I know. I need to go this way. So if I just write this right way around. Try and make it so at least. No worries, Chappy. Have a good dinner, I would say. I will still be here later on, so I'll be streaming for at least 3 hours, so alright. This is getting awkward. Alright. See you later, Chappy. Right. So that's the front. I should make that front. That makes it more easy to recognize. Alright. Right, I need to cut this off. Oh, put it this way. Is this an ASMR? So let's start one of those channels. Here. Stay. Good. Right. Where's that? Here we go. Right, okay. Yeah, next one. Now the question is, which one is the front on this? That's the front. Okay. So you go with that one. Right, and this one is the front, and that's the front. Right, okay, let's try and put this together. Yes. Try and get this to work the way I want it. There we go. So I'll soon have to bend it around. This one is curling the wrong way. So no mark here. There is, I just didn't write it down. That's why marks are important. It's easy to maybe put this one in first. And then this one. Oh, there's an ad break. I apologize. Okay. And right, if you did get an ad, you should be back by now. Unless you're a subscriber, then you don't get ads. Or if you use Twitch Turbo. Another option. Ah! This one doesn't line up, but I just realized I didn't do this one either. There you go. That might help a little bit. Yeah. See, that looks a lot sleeker. And doesn't have as many lines that I need to either sand down or fill up. Right, let's do the other side. Yeah. Alright. Now put this one on here. And then we can do the middle seam. Then we can see if it works. So we have to also keep in mind, and we may have to do that before I start actually making the helmet, that you got this massive Edwardian ruffle underneath her neck. Oh, I was going to put that up, didn't I? Damn it, I listened to you, Henrik, and I forgot to put it up. Here you go. That's what we're working on at the moment. Ah! Just noticed. Why is my... You hide. No, it looks alright. Oh, okay. For a minute the background looked like it was too small. As in this part. Damn it! Come on, curl around so you can reach there. Come it. Okay. Now it's gone. Fine. Right. Realize I keep putting it in front of me. Let me... We're literally just stitching things together. it's got two halves together. Right. Because cob was a little bit different than foam. But now, to put these two together. And then we can see if it requires some more. But I really like the fact that it's got a lot less seams. A lot less faffing about. Damn it. Not all the markings come through. Let's see. Doink. Ooh, come here. Go underneath. Ah, this is the hardest part, putting the two halves together. Well, no, I'm going to do that when I'm doing it in foam. There we go. Why is there a mark here and not on the other side? I have a feeling it's not going to be too difficult to find. Why is there no mark here? Should be a mark. There. There. Now we made the mark so we can find it. There we go. Let's pull up. Ah, come here. About there. No, that's terrible. There we go. Everybody deserves a lazy day. I absolutely agree. Wish I had time for a lazy day, but these days too much needs doing. I think with the less lines, it'd be easier to work on these horns as well. So I think with the cardboard, it's not going to lie as flat as it will be with foam. I can see it's moving around a little bit, but that looks pretty good actually. Compared to that one, let's take that off. So, to compare the two helmets, so that's Kamui's pattern. So a lot less lines. And compare that to this one, where you also have a line through here. So you have a total, it's a quarter. It's done in quarters. So that's the only good thing about cold tea, you can drink it easy. Okay. That looks pretty good. Because it's going to be like this big ruffle underneath still, so just at the front needs to be a little thinner so it goes into a point. But that shouldn't be a massive problem. Let's see if it actually fits my head. I mean, it should fit it, my head, since it fits the mannequin that has my head size. There you go. Quite tight, especially where my nose is. Don't know if you can hear me. But yeah, my nose is touching. So my nose is touching the inside of the helmet. So it might need to be did this one hit me? No. Maybe I have to move it forward more. Oops. Damn it. Okay. I don't have such a big nose, so... Okay, that's better. So if it sits like this. Of course I can't see a thing. Yeah, but it keeps bumping into my nose. Okay. Yeah, it looks a lot nicer than... It's... The only problem I have at the moment is that my nose rubs on the inside of the mask a little. Now, I don't know if that's because this is a cardboard mask and it's not, you know, foam. But I do like that one a lot better. Because I don't have to worry about trying to put it on. Because I'm going to have the face mask, so I'm going to put it on like this. Yeah, I think this one is a lot better. I still need to make it so that the chin goes round. Yeah, I think it was done with foam. It wouldn't touch my nose because it just kind of collapses in. So because it's quite tight there, so if I Hey Blah Mama, how are you doing today? Yeah, it's a lot. So I had this one first. So let me see. That's the front, and that's the side. And you can see here because it's in quarters in principle. It just I didn't like it, so I went and found, of course, my trusted Camus cosplay with a full face mask. So that's what we've been putting together today. Awesome. And I think because I'm playing around at the moment with this area here, so I've taken it in a little bit. Because her chin is quite pointy. But I think that's a pretty good start. I mean, in foam it's going to be different, but yeah. So now, I have to try and figure out. So one of the things I started doing is, you can see this weird thing on the top. That's the start of the calculations of how big does this thing need to be. It's really big. So now I need to... Yeah, so we did some measurements on the image just to get, you know, proportionally wise, like how big is this, how big are the things. If I can move you aside for a second. Just realised my microphone is really, really far away. Hope that didn't mind. Here you go. So if I put you down on the floor, like that, like put it in the middle. That's about right? Yeah. Just looking for the middle. So this little piece, you can't even see it. That's how big they're going to be. So even on my head, I can't show you because my camera is not far enough. This is 56.5 centimeters. So 20. About 22.5 a bit, 22.5 inches, something in that area. So yeah, that's how high they're going to be. So yeah, that is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All that work that's going to go on it. So I just needed a good base to start with. Just discussed in the beginning, like I'm thinking about wearing one of those motorcycle helmet covers. So it's like a ski mask. Not a balaclava, but a ski mask. So your whole face is out. But it covers your head. And then to have some structure inside so that it's not on my head, but it's off my head because I circulation of air. And then have magnets or something built in, some structure built in with like foam so that it stays away from my head. And then have the helmet sit on that because we're going to make a faceplate so that I can take on and off. Because to have to try and put that helmet on and off, it's going to be a freaking nightmare. So when I was on Going Ape Costumes stream, when we were discussing this, he says, why don't you make a faceplate? Like, think Iron Man type idea. I was like, no, that's an idea. Yeah. Yeah, it will be like I have this really great color. It's called Forged Iron. And it's this really dark silver. And I did some tests with dry brushing already, and it gives a great filigree effect, great dry brushing effect with highlights. So, yeah, I've recently been doing some tests with like primers. So, but yeah, that's kind of what we've been working on. So, only thing is, like with this mask, the front here is quite wide. And I need to make it more round. But that's something for later. But now we need to, so on this one I already marked out kind of like where I think the faceplate needs to go. So it's like the green area. So that's where I can take it on and off. So let's... She is a bit smaller. But I'm thinking... I need to make sure that I've got a center line. Is this the center line? This might be the center line. Yeah, that's about center line. Ah, there's an ad. I apologize. Right, so this is the terrible plaything that I was making on there. Now I need to figure out the side again. Right, everybody's back. Sorry for the ad. Well, stay there. Right. Of course, the cardboard never shows enough of how the foam will lie. So I think it will be a little bit wider. So that's kind of in the middle. There we go. But yeah, it's been fun doing this. But yeah, trying to figure it out is like... So I was measuring. Oh yeah, let's make a new, because where the eyes set... So we looked, and the bottom of the horns, let's call them horns, sits halfway. Yeah, around this mark. Now, is this the same? It is. So this is the middle. Alright, so about there. There. Oh, that might bring it too far forward. Let's have a play. We determined that this is kinda the size of the... Oh yeah, now that works, I think. Of course, this is not a perfect circle either, so I'll have to figure out something to make it better. So, is it too far forward? So I need to. So one of the things we measured was the angle at what the. Do I not have? Oh, there it is. The angle that the points are pointing at. So they need to be. Let go. At 50 degrees. There. That's the angle that they need to be at. How am I gonna... Can I draw out some... $50. Is there 50 degrees on here? No. God damn it. How am I gonna... Oh, I know. Hang on. I know. How is this funk? This is falling asleep music. Why can I not? And that's 45. Any of these corners? Are you 50 degrees? No. That one, so that one was the closest. No, that's not. I can't remember which one it was. Was it this way around? That's the very closest I can get it. So you need to be that. How am I going to get this to go the right? Without the freaking... Can you stay at 50 degrees? That's 50 degrees. He said there is no math in the world after you leave school. Ah, it still flops. Damn it. Oh, we're going to figure this out. So that needs to be there. How am I going to hold it there? All the thoughts in the world. Nope, I don't need to use that one. I need to use a different piece. Right. That's 50 degrees. So ah, you got to be kidding me. This is why I use scissors. Can I finagle this in a way that it stays at that degrees? I'm not 100% sure. That. So maybe this way. Oh God, this is never going to be perfect, but at least that's the way. If I tape you down there, God damn it. Ah, this is what does it? God, I hate this. Why am I not as good as some of the others? Well, no, let not rephrase that. don't think this is going to stay at the angle that I want it to be, but for now it will just have to do. Nope, like I said, not gonna work. Stay there. Actually, that works. Kinda. Right. A lot of fun-ending, a lot of hassle, and a lot of faffing about. But it's kind of sticking on there. So that's kind of the angle that we needed to be, so about there. So we need to still figure out how to do the base. It's not circular at the moment because that helmet had a different size, but I think yeah, that will be fine. I think that is the kind of the size we need though, width-wise. Sure. It looks terrible. You need some imagination for this to work. But I think that angle is pretty good. I think that will work. And then we need to figure out where the face mask is going to go. That's where the nose sits. According to this. Eye sits around here. Mouth sits there. So probably somewhere here. So I'm wondering if I can use the front lines here. So to leave that part intact and then just go here. Because the chin needs to still be a bit more pointy. So that might work. So, all the drawings on the helmet. So, eyes, nose, mouth, according to the mask marking. Now you can see I've made some markings here because her mask is pointy at the bottom. So I just have to amend how the sides are. But that's, if I use just the middle bit to take off, I don't have to faff about with this too much. Then again, it doesn't matter really. Ah! Because it just carves around. So, okay. Still need to think about that, but if we think, then we can just do it this way. So this way around. And then something like that. That makes sense. Can you see my markings? So the green markings are kind of where the mask is going to sit, and I think because I can make this out of one piece, because I can just, I have a feeling that I would have to have still a band around here or something, unless I have to put the magnets here so to make sure that it makes a seamless connection. So make sure that when I put it on, that here it doesn't stick out. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I not make a very simple sewn cosplay? Why am I so attracted to the grotesque and the complicated? Not you, and not human beings. Cosplays. You're not a cosplay, Henrik. You're my internet husband. But I do think that I kind of figured out the right size for the horns. I just need to make them into a pattern. But how I But I think that's kind of what I have to look at. I do still think that what I did there was good as well. To make the chin smaller. I'll have to redraw that. But... So on this side, I put, you can see that this bit is smaller. So I put this side, I didn't do it on this side, so you can see that's wider, and then this side is a little smaller. So I literally just pulled a bit of the mask forward, to make it slightly bit more like oval, because it's kind of straight at the bottom. So what we have to do next is... where's the face? The face is there. Can't be moving it around too much. Should probably kind of draw out the full cone. Yeah, I think I like that better. So then yeah, so slight change to the side. So from here to move forwards, make this into a point, and then this is becoming what the face mask is going to be. And that I will just have one seam. Or actually, it should have two. Yeah, because it's got so I probably should like make a little cut here so that they go like kind of what I did on my there's an ad. If you see an ad, apologise. If you're still here, hi. There's supposed to be an ad. Yeah, I kind of did this on my calf armour where I just cut a little square and then polished it together so it became like a corner. bit like that. I can't do it on the cardboard. Okay. Right. What shall we do? Have I got him written down? No, it didn't work. Yeah, 56 and a half. We could try. The thing is, that side needs to be longer than the inside. So when I'm drawing it, this, so when I'm drawing the cone, so this is going to be 56.5 centimeters, because that's kind of what this is. Now, I don't know how high the middle is going to be. It needs to be longer, but I know this side needs to be similar. So math! Can't do math in my head for so many times. Alright, hang on. Yeah, 1.85. So that's a different amount. Because that's what happened with this. So, because this is like circumference plus length, but then you can see that the ends become longer. But that would work out. That might work out. So, to make the middle 56.5 centimeters as well. We just have to try it out. And if it looks the way things are going, I might need to order some more of my cardboard pattern paper because I am using so much. Right, you go sit over there. You can go in there for a sec. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Right, let's just try it and then we can always faff about with it later. Oh. Yeah, 2 hours and one of my ears is low. Put you in, go charge. I need to message them. There's so many things I need to do. Right, okay. Pen. Pattern. Right. First things first. I need a flat piece. I need something heavy on there. This is the problem. You're getting to the end of the roll and it's more tighter rolled than the edge. So right. Great, that didn't. God damn it. Stay straight. Right. And then. So half of 56.5 is 25, 28, 28, 25. Yes. There. So now I need to go up. God, this is not going to fit on my table, is it? God damn it. Need a bigger table. I have the biggest freaking piece of slab of table that I could get from IKEA, so granted, not the, you know. Right. Here, because it should be 75 centimeters, so I should be able to get somewhere. Oh, I've got some mud patch here. Let's put some shit away because it's a mess, as always. Right. Let's try this. Making sure I have a straight line. Okay. Almost. It's 6.5 centimeters. On top of that. Whee! Somewhere around there. Oh shit, can't see the mark I made. Ah! Alright. Up there. I need longer hands. Oh. So from there to there. 1 centimeters. Not long enough. Right, let's see if I can. I might have to order some more foam if this goes around. Oh my gosh. Right, that's one side, and now the other side. Watch this be absolutely wrong. I have no idea. Oh, God. Markings on my measuring tape. Oh. Maybe time is for a longer ruler. I don't think. I think it's going to be too pointy. Don't think it's going to have the right angle, but we'll find out. This is why we use cardboard and not foam to do tests. Oh, don't cut through my measuring tape. Yeah. Careful with my drink. Oh, I need to set up. Ah. This looks ridiculous. We will see. Get everything off. Whee! Oh. Fuck off with your battery low. I really need to email them and say, hey, you say it's 4 hours. But after 2 hours it says battery low? That's not right. I really don't want to pay the 3 times as much to buy a Sony one. Alright, so let's see if this works. Squish. Where's my tape? Oh, this is so big. Ah, come on. Come on. Ah. All right. At least they feel bigger. I mean. They say size does not matter, but the gains of horns. Ah, come on. Come on, let go. Now, there's a size difference. Now, the question is... Right. Well, to be very honest, that might work. What's the angle? If it's that... They need to be a bit more up. Stay straight. Nothing stays straight with me. So, this is where I need an extra hand. So I need something underneath here. Can I quickly measure how many centimeters do I need? Oh, don't move. Five and a half centimeters. Cat thinks I'm calling her. So I need so if I hold it at the right degrees, there's still a massive gap underneath. But size-wise, it looks alright. Well, I'll see what I can do once. I need to find a way of attaching it on there, and then let's try that. This angle. Damn it, come on, go around. Angles. That's not even enough. So it needs to go. Right. This is confusing. Try that. Adding some more stuff on the bottom so I can try and find the right amount I need to add. Using my fingers as measurements. Does this get to that? Please stay straight. God damn it. need to make sure that it is on the edge there. Ha! This is becoming slightly bit of a problem. I need to mark the middle there. Where did I put my... There. Sharpie. In 30 seconds you might get another ad, just a warning. I mean, if they're pointed a bit more backwards, I don't think that's going to be a massive issue. Sit straight. Upright. That way. I think that now finally does that, right? Oh. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can finagle this. It needs support. It's falling over. How I'm gonna do this one full. At least I have two. So go back up. Here we go. Now check the angle, see if it's sure now. Right now. No. But then again, it doesn't look wrong. Well, no, they're higher up. Okay. Maybe there. I need an extra hand. Getting there. 5 more degrees. I have to mark sure. Make sure. Mark sure. Make sure. God, it's falling. Come on. Nope, I need another little strip underneath. Oh, fuck's sake. This is harder than I thought. But once this is done, I know I can make a pattern out of it. Alright. Again. Is this 50 degrees? That is 50 degrees. Right. Let's try this. Tape you down. God, it's just falling. You can't even see me because of the fucking wall. Ah. It's falling down again. But if I hold you up, can somebody give me a third hand? That's kind of right. Can I take... I need something that's easy to just... That's kind of the angle. I have to hold it like this. You can't even see it on screen. But you can see, maybe, if I hold this horn like that, there's still quite a lot of gaps underneath here. So this is where the point ends. But I need to go all the way down. I can't go too far down because then it doesn't... Oh, actually, can I? Yes, yes, yes. Can I put you down there? Right, I'll hold you like this. Right. I don't think that's the right angle, though. No, that's fallen down again. Oh no. Yeah, that's 45. It needs to be up higher. No. Yeah, so there's a massive gap, and it needs to be there. So it needs to end around there. So some bulk needs to be taken out. So it's not a perfect cone when how I drew it. It needs to be a slightly different shape. Well, maybe I can... God! Jesus! I don't even know how I'm gonna frickin' show this. Oh, maybe I can lie you down. That maybe gives you... Oh, hang on. Haha! Lean it on the... So... Alright. Go sit up. So... Because it needs to be up there. Start to 50 degrees. I'm neat. Oh... Pretty much. So I might not be able to make it out of one piece. Might have to do it in fours. So how am I going to figure this out? Because it needs to go to about that. That's the max. Oh, I figured something out. Hang on a second. Ah! That's too high. Okay. Now it moves too much to the back. Ah, this is so annoying. So I'll move you to the other way. Connect. Will you connect so I can hear the music? So when I cut this open, so what? So it has to be like a tuck me in the face. So this needs to be more like a oval. Because it's going too low. So let's try something. Something more like this. Just playing around with different shapes now because cannot be too low either. Need some more tape because it's falling. There we go. It keeps falling and rolling up. Let's see if that makes it any more in the way of where it's supposed to go. Really hope that I can get this in one, because it'll be much better. Less seams is always better. Although the seams will mostly be hidden by all the filigree work. Ah. I think that kind of worked. Yeah. But that means this needs to be smaller. So yeah. Okay, let's see. That's better. Again, check the angle. That's 50. We're getting there to the shape now. Right, let's see if we can get this to stick so we can have a good idea. So it's not a full triangle cone. I'm almost there, I think. Damn it. Helmet should sit straight on So I think I've got it about around here, but it's a lot lower than I think it should be. But we can play around with that later. So come on, move your head. There we go. So I think, looking at the angle, that's about 50 degrees, the angle that she's got them there as well. I do think that is getting there. It's massive. It's pointed all the way over there, but that does kinda work. Let me see if I can. Where's my mouse? Yeah, I'm just seeing if I can get some distance. Ooh, fuck my feet. Yep, other way. Let me... Hang on. It's in my way. Add that image. That's really, 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 really big. So that's what we're looking for. Oh. Can hold her head. Ah! Angle. I think it's hard to hold her like that because it's like the point's over here. Can I get you even further? So I have a green screen here. Can't even get the whole point in my hand, in my view. What do you think, Henrik? Does it need to be smaller? I might have to take a screenshot and take that and put it on top of each other. Oh, hello, cat. Don't know if you can hear her. But yeah, I think I have to hold it because otherwise it's hard to get the angle. Oh, here we go. It's like that's the thing. Yeah, I mean I still have to fix that. I have drawn on here that I'm gonna make the chin smaller. I've drawn the image. It's not visible because it's on green. Where's my black marker here? Of course I left it without the fucking lid. Squeaker. God damn it. Don't know if you can see that on the camera, because that camera. Well, yeah. Yeah, I have got some markings. You can see there on the helmet that the chin's gonna be more pointy. But to try and get it all the way in, it's like, yeah, you can see now the markings on the chin. But that's, yeah, they look humongous. I don't know if you can hear my cat in the background going, "You've been fat, kitty cat." Hang on. Oh. Top tape let go. You need to go there. But yeah. So it's like I have to hold it really low. I can't go any further back because I'm standing against the green screen now. Yeah, that's looks about right. Yeah, because if you think about it, I don't think I can put this on my head. Let's see, compare it to where the hand is. If I hold the hand like that, I can try. Oh, I've made it smaller. I can't put it over my head anymore. Doesn't matter because I'm going to have a faceplate, so I'm trying to look through the mask, but I can't because the middle is here. All right, put that right. Yeah. Oh, hang on, I can see myself there. I think, ow, my hair. I think we got some sort of solution there. Still have to make the yeah, I know, that's what I was like. Right. I think it's actually fell down. Yeah, the angle's off. It actually got loose. It's supposed to be upright there. It's supposed to be up higher. I put myself in. But I just measured the angle and it's off again. So yeah, it's slightly different. So it needs to be up higher. It probably fell down. Probably because me trying to put it on, it moved it. Yeah, now it's back to the right angle again. You go there. So yeah, I think now I've put it back where it belongs. Yeah, that angle looks right. I will have to make it. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Right. Sit there. Right. We will have to play around with this a little bit more, but I need to make the helmet first right before I start further looking into this. But I do think the small adjustments that I made, that I will get to a better place. But once I need... The helmet is on cardboard and it's not like... But I've just adjusted the angle again and now it looks a lot better. So yeah. Right. Let's have a look. Twitch is streaming. I don't think I'll be going into them because that's just weird. Anyways, my ad break back. Right, everybody's back again. So I am going to stop here because it's kind of a good time to go and stop and re-evaluate what I've done, and probably do that off stream because this is so big it's not even in frame. So let's see if there's somebody to... I hope you can't hear my alarm in the background. I should have turned it off, but that's my alarm to say it's time to feed my little gecko that I have. I have a little crested gecko called Delta. So right, is there anybody cosplaying? Oh, go. Stay. Right. Don't think there is. Drones. Oh, but that's in French. God damn it, somebody's doing a Witcher cosplay, but it's in French. I wouldn't do that to you guys. I can figure it out. I can follow it quite well, but not everybody can. There's a lot of people at least streaming. No. Oh, also French. Oh, the cosplays are French tonight. Oh. But what are you doing? Cosplay related, but related to what? Denmark? Let's I don't know what it does. What do you do? Sometimes it's just so hard to... There's some cool cosplays though. I don't know what she's... That might be a possibility. Give me a second. Well, yeah, exactly. It's like... there's people say, if I look for the tag cosplay, it's... The question is it cosplay or not? But if I don't find anybody soon, then I might just do this one. I can't see. Damn it, no. God damn it. I've lost... God damn it. Can I do this and then this maybe? Oh yeah, that's the French one. Yeah, no, that's... Oh, all the noise, and if I'm done, and you know what? Actually, I might just go and do that, and because I don't see anybody else for now. Oh, I haven't found it. Uh, 3D printing. Gumpla, which is cool. But I'm gonna go to that one, and then we'll just... where is it? There. I don't know what she's doing, but this says cosplay. So, and I need to feed my gecko. So, anyways, this cosplay is in the way. So yeah, we figured some things out. We are a little bit further. We'll do some more work outside of this weekend, outside of doing stuff. But yeah, I also have my Sisters of Battle that I'm still working on. So I will go and raid this new player, a new streamer that I've not seen before. And in the meantime, I'll be back on Saturday at 4 o'clock my time, which is Central European summertime at the moment, so GMT +2. Which is quite early for some people, but if you can come and hang out, be great to see you, Lurk. I have absolutely no problem with that. So I will see you Saturday, and in the meantime, have a good rest of the week. It'll be weekend soon. See you later.